The bill that increases speed limits would also freeze toll rates on Ohio's turnpike, as well as keep 90% of that toll money in northern Ohio. Well, right now there is a national campaign happening from the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics, and what is happening is it's focusing on education to improve our nutrition and the physical activity habits, which are not the greatest because there's this huge resurgence of obesity among American adults, as well, more specifically, children. So, Marissa Van Sciver is a pediatric dietitian from the Children's Medical Center here in Dayton to talk to us about our children who are so overweight. So many are so overweight. Yes, sometimes we remark that, you know, when we were younger, we didn't have chubby friends. Our kids we were outside a lot, people ate differently, and now things have changed.
Yes, they have changed. In this year's Nutrition Month, the campaign is Eat Right Your Way Every Day. Okay. So we're encouraging everyone to take a look at their family, take a look at their habits, and really try to figure out the best way to make the healthy habits last in theirs. So you really have to consider taste, lifestyle, you know, culture and traditions, as well as your health concerns.
Well, when you say lifestyle, then let's really talk about that, because that becomes an issue with a lot of people. You hear so much. You hear moms, whether they're single or married, you know, I don't have time. I get home at 5 o'clock. I have to pick up the children from the daycare or the babysitter or wherever, and they make those hurried meals. Often those hurried meals are filled with fat and sodium.
They are. You have to look for simple, quick ways to pull healthy meals together. Always trying to include a fruit or vegetable and whole grains when possible, so that we're kind of trying to eliminate some of the more processed foods that might be laden with the fat and the sugars and the extra salt.
And borrowing from the First Lady, Michelle Obama, get moving too.
That's right. Absolutely.
Let's move.
Yeah, goal for children is 60 minutes of physical activity on top of your normal things throughout the day. So you really want to get your kids playing outside, playing physical activity inside. Sometimes during the winter months we're not as active, so really trying to focus on finding ways to do that inside as well.
I was at Toys R Us the other day and I found I was looking for something else, not a jump rope, but I found jump ropes, and they're cheap. They're really inexpensive, and on rainy days, you know, you can always take a jump rope inside the house, whether in the living room or the basement. Oh, my point is, you don't have to have fancy fixins.
Not at all. Not at all.
To get exercise.
Most kids, if you just let them play, have activities that they can just play and move around, will move as much as possible. Turn off the TVs. They recommend no more than 2 hours of screen time a day, so that can help us get up and move around.
Now let's talk about what happened in New York recently. We've been telling you about it. This is most recently a judge ruled that sugary soft drinks, those huge ones, will not be outlawed as previously proposed. Michael Bloomberg says they have to go. That's the mayor of New York. He says they have to go. We're talking supersize, those 32, anything over 16 ounces is what everyone was concerned about. What, as a dietitian, a pediatric dietitian more specifically, what is your opinion on those sugar drinks?
I recommend that nobody drink sugary drinks as much as possible. It's just extra sugar. There's no nutrition that's really helping the body at all in those. So as much as you can avoid sugary drinks, whether that's more than 4 ounces of 100% juice a day, fruit punch or regular soft drinks, any of those things are just laden with sugar and extra calories that we don't need.
And even if you have to dilute it, 2 parts water, 1 part sugary drink, you got to sort of bring kids back down a little bit if they have been exposed to stuff like that.
Right. And there are lots of sugar-free options available nowadays. Pretty much everyone makes a version that is sugar-free. So always looking for that option if you're trying to bring it back down.
Marissa Van Sciver, thank you so much from the Dayton Children's Medical Center. We appreciate your time and your expertise, more specifically. All right.